Round one done. How'd you feel?
I felt fine. You know, it was a good race. I kind of eased up too much too early. I knew better, but I thought I was trying to execute something my coach wanted me to do, and then I had to pick it up. Never want to do that, but did it. It's fine. Tomorrow's a new day. We gotta get ready for tomorrow. These guys are running. They're confident. They're young. They're ready. They're sharp. So that's gonna sharpen me up a little bit for tomorrow. So go back and figure some stuff out, and you know, really got to be gunning that last 200. So that's where the race is gonna be won.
So you didn't like have to. You mean you went too soon? You think at the end, and then had to pick it back up, or what do you?
No, I didn't go too soon. I came off the curve. I was leading. I was pretty confident. I felt pretty good. I mean, at 700, you're gonna feel it. You know, it's just relative. Like you feel good, but feel good in your tiredness. You know. So I felt good, and I was thinking, okay, well, let me relax, and then just pick my legs up. You know, that's what we were focusing on. But I think I shut it off. You know, it's the difference between relaxing and shutting it off. I was supposed to relax. I shut it off, and then I realized, okay, you know, I don't want to get, you know, out of top 3. So I had to run a little bit at the end. That's fine. It's gonna help me for tomorrow because, you know, I've only raced 4 times, so I'm not as sharp as these guys. So I need something to push me. As you can see, I just finished. My breathing is fine. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's just about being sharp, being, you know, getting your body up. I gotta get, you know, gotta get myself up. You know, I've been doing it so long that sometimes it's tough to come and really get kind of, I don't know the word for it. I mean, you know.
What about doing rounds versus, you know, one race? What's the mindset?
I always like rounds. I mean, look at any race I've ever done. I always run better in rounds. That's how I train. I train for rounds. I train back-to-back days. So the more, if we had 4 or 5 rounds, it'd be better for me. Actually, people think that it wouldn't, but it does. It would. The one-off, I mean, one-off don't separate nobody. We just, you know, they can run with you. If we put 3 and 4 or 5 days in there, it makes a difference, you know. So I kind of like that. But you know, the thing here is more. It's more a mental focus because, again, you got guys who are sharp. They're sharp. They're ready. So I got to really be careful mentally because college kids are sharp and ready. Half the other field is from here. They live here. They train here. They run here. So for some of us who A, is not sharp and who's B, don't live and run here, we got to really be careful mentally to really get ourselves up. When you're sharp, you know how to, you just in the groove. You're running every week. You're just kind of in the groove. And when you're from here, you get out of bed. You're coming. Your fans, your friends. So for me and some of these other guys who are not in that situation, it's a bit tricky, you know. So I got to be careful.
You didn't run Adidas, so did you watch the NCAA meet?
No, I don't do all of them. I got 2 kids. My man got 2 kids. Whenever I'm not running, remember I work full time. If I'm not working, I'm not running. So the time my kids, my son and I, my son and my wife, both of my sons and my wife, we went to do a choo-choo train. It's out by Lake Mead, so by Hoover Dam. So I sit them down. I mean, I love track, but you know, you gotta spend time with the kids, man. That's what it's about. So when I'm going, I don't watch that. You'll find that they're gonna run fast. This is the way it works. I mean, this is track. Guys are gonna run fast. They're gonna be sharp. That's why when you come here, you gotta be ready. If you're not ready and you come here, you're gonna have problems. That's simple. You know, so it's not like they're gonna give you anything. You know, it don't just happen automatically. You gotta put the work in, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do. So me, the main thing is to really get focused because tomorrow's gonna be tough. You know, for me, if I do what I'm supposed to do, the way I've been trained to do it, I'll be fine. If I don't, it's gonna be a challenge.
In an event that's kind of a glorified sprint, I mean,
yeah.
How can you use an experience to your advantage against these kids? I mean,
well, I think it's more so, the experience is more so the fact of going, you know, not getting outside of your realm, not getting outside of yourself. You know, not being too high or too low. In other words, don't get to a point where you like, you know, I remember the first time I raced Kip Keeter. I was like, man, you know, so you don't want to be too high or too low. You don't want to be to a point where you're like, you don't want to be to a point where you're like, you know, overconfident. So I think the experience works in that way, but really, you gotta run. I mean, you know, there's no secrets. This is athletics. I mean, look, Miami Heat go play the Dallas Mavericks. We know who Miami has, right? But you don't win by showing up. You win by, you know, showing up and showing out, not just showing up. So it's the same thing here. I mean, you know, the guy who's gonna come out here and run their race and run tough and put the effort in, that's who's probably gonna do the best.
are you Dirk? Are you Dirk Nowitzki then?
I'm from Dallas. I was born in Dallas, so I'm happy the Mavericks won, you know?
Exactly.
So,
Well, that's yeah, good.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.